Well, here we are in Solomon Lake. This is Boundary County, Idaho, one of the most scenic and beautiful areas for camping and fishing. Small lake, but it's fairly accessible, a pretty good road getting in here. I recommend a GPS unit if you're not familiar, because the last few miles is pretty remote driving, and a lot of different side roads you might take. I want to just go over a little bit here. This is going to be very brief because this is a small area. There's a few campsites here. It's free camping still, and in the Forest Service, usually in larger areas, they charge fees, and here you can see, I'm going to walk over and show just a few camp areas. There's about 4 sites here for camping, and I would recommend getting here in the middle of the week to make sure you get one of the sites before the weekend, because on a weekend probably the traffic up here is, and campers too, looking for a place to camp. It's probably first come, first serve, as you probably can guess. Okay, here's one of the, where my car's parked right there. One area where you can camp, and they have a fire pit. And somebody's piled a bunch of logs on it. And you're going to have to pack your water in too if you're going to be camping up here. I'd recommend bringing a 5-gallon container of water for drinking and cooking. And it's kind of, you just kind of pick and choose your campsite here. They do have an outdoor vault type toilet sitting there. And that's another camp area. It's a little more level than the one I just showed you where the car is. And one of my favorite ones up here is just on the other side of that clump of trees ahead of us there. The reason I like this one is there's very little rock in the ground, and it's level. You can put a tent there, and obviously you're not going to bring an RV up here. There's just no place to park one. Okay, here's the one I'm talking about. There's a little bit of rock, but not anything insurmountable. And there is a fire hole there. It's level. Right now we're in early spring, actually early June. It's when I'm taking this, June the 2nd. So the ground is wet, and I'd recommend coming up maybe in another month when it dries out a little bit better. This is kind of muddy to put a tent in. You're going to be cleaning it up when you get home. There is a place to park your car as well, right in this spot where I'm standing right now. You could park your car here and put your tent over in that area where the camera's focused right now. And it would be a very nice place to spend a few days. Like I said, you're going to have to truck your water in. And the lake is right there, right in front of us. Beautiful lake. Very quiet up here. And there are some campsites outside of this area too, probably. It's kind of, they call it dispersed camping. Yeah, there's no fee for it. But you kind of have to pick and choose where you want to do that up here, and you don't want to get too far from the lake. Obviously, that's the attraction for being here in the first place. The fishing is good. You'd have to check some of the fishing guides on the internet and see just what kind of fish are in there. A lot of trout, obviously, and they do have some special requirements as far as size limitations and things like that for this lake. So you want to be aware of that before you come up here. Anyway, this is about all I have to wrap it up. There's not a lot to talk about here, really. But what you see is what you've got. And if you like to be in remote camping areas, this is certainly a good one. And again, I would recommend maybe July. It's going to dry out a little bit. Everything is wet up here. To drive in here, I went through absolute mud. I had to keep the car going to make sure I didn't stall out, which would be a nightmare. But other than that, I recommend the place highly. I've been up here over the years, over the last 20 years. And it hasn't changed that much. Honestly, it's pretty much the way I remember it when I first got here in 1992. So now, I'm just saying, you want to get here in the middle of the week if you're going to plan on camping up here, because there's very limited sites right here in the area of the lake. So there you have it.